met. I am picking up Chris and Akil from the train station. We are going to drive down to Champaign. We are working on a few singles at the moment. Okay, what'd you get?
Complimentary fry.
Yes, of course.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, this is all Chris's fault.
Yeah, he's the worst. So I had a silly idea that we made use of our drive there, and we'll do like an interview style situation.
This makes me feel like a really huge person.
Anyways, we'll get on the road and then we'll get into some gossip for you guys for today's vlog. Okay.
I'm so nervous. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Free? Yeah, why is it Calmelio?
Yeah, it's Calmelio because will.i.am from Black Eyed Peas.
Wait.
Said.
No way, me too. No, I'm just...
I actually read this after I came up with the name, and I was, validated by will.i.am from Black Eyed Peas. Mm-hmm. He said, to be a good rap artist, you need to be a chameleon. You need to be able to do all styles.
Disagree. But it's okay. That's the whole point.
Yeah, so that was part of it. Cal is just kind of like a shout out to like California. Cali. And you're a hater.
I love to hate. I love the game.
And there's a story about a shroom trip. Well, now it just seems dumb because it's so far away and I can't really remember it too much. So, like King Cruel, right?
Oh, of course, King Cruel.
For some reason.
Like King K. Rool, like the alligator, like reptiles, like in your LSD trip. Those shrooms.
Okay. So, like, he makes a lot of references to those kinds of things for whatever reason. I never really understood.
Reptiles?
Until I, like, started listening, like, during my shroom trip. And I was kind of making some of my own connections and interpretations. Mm-hmm. And there's something about them that are so alien, that are very, like, just different. Like, they don't, to me, seem like they belong on Earth.
Yeah.
They're just very strange.
Yeah.
There's something kind of related there.
You felt
like,
the same way?
I wouldn't say I like felt.
You feel like, are you an alien?
Same. What? Listen. I mean, there was something relatable there to always feel. I think a lot of it goes back to me like growing up like neurodivergent and not knowing. And
neurodivergent in what way?
ADHD? ADHD. Yeah, like mostly ADHD, probably some other shit, but like who knows?
3 out of 8 quietcoyotes has ADHD.
Really? It's not 8 out of 8? Micah Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they do say ADHD comes with a lot of creativity. So it's not uncommon to come across a lot of artists who do have ADHD or like neurodivergent type of disorders, which are really just like different ways of thinking.
Yeah.
I also think people with ADHD tend to be more sensitive. And I think sensitive people in general are just like different as art. I wouldn't say like better, but they're definitely more in touch with like the things they feel.
Oh yeah.
That I think it helps them like in their creative process to like they have like a lot to express since they have to feel like so much.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Okay, so I have a question. So if you were advising someone that was maybe like just starting out in music or wanted to get into music or start a new project, maybe like based off of your past mistakes or your experiences with the projects you guys have done, what advice would you give them? Or what would you give like your past self like first starting out?
I would say as far as my past self, well, I would say 2 things. Like it's weird because they kind of like juxtapose each other, but I'd say like one, like don't overthink like what you do, especially when you're starting out. Like I think it's so easy to boggle down on like the minute details that like you don't improve your craft. You know, like yeah, like you have to like keep like I think like for us like. I put on an album before like Hideout existed, but I think I've improved so much because of Hideout. And like if it was like the other way around, it would obviously have been a better first album, right? And I guess like my second point to that is like also slow down on big ambitious projects. Basically like make sure you got your swag up before you go too crazy.
Wait, what?
Huh?
What do you mean by get your swag up?
Define.
You got to get your swag up. It takes years to get your swag up, and once you have enough swag points, then you can cash it in.
Dude, you ever hear swag bucks?
Yeah.
Swag
Wait,
bucks
what
is?
is swag? I've heard that. What
So swag bucks was like a scam.
Wait.
So I wanted to play Xbox Live, but I didn't want to pay for Xbox Live. So what you do is you go to swagbucks.com. I think it still exists. You get swag bucks for like a couple of swag bucks here and there for watching ads and completing surveys. And if you do enough of that, you can play Xbox Live for 1 month.
So in the real world, you can't cheese your way into swag bucks. Like you have to
Yeah.
work hard to earn swag bucks.
Okay, so would you say that like it's inevitable that maybe like your first project is pretty trash?
I mean,
Or, like-
yes, obviously. Like,
Okay.
I think like it's like very easy to like make something bad and then improve from that.
Right.
But like in theory, if you like put out smaller like portions of that bad thing, you will improve at like a greater rate.
Yeah.
And then by the time you put out the one big thing, it'll be relatively good. Which is I think like what the hideout process like did for all of us. You know, like
Yeah.
we like got to improve like in such a non-consequential way. And then I think that's why Quiet Coyotes is like so good, because like we had like years of like development in the background. By the time we put out our first album as Quiet Coyotes, it's like technically like our like it's like what, like our 8th body of work, like total.
Yeah. That's true. If you want to hear some silly early Quiet Coyotes, stream Sunrise in Sight by ADHD.
Like, yeah, that will show you how far we've come. Like,
Yeah. I remember when that came out, I was like, oh my god, this is so good.
dude, no, like same, like same. And then like we like topped it with every album.
Yeah. So you just gotta dive into it. Don't be ashamed.
Yeah, just do it.
Agreed.
That's what I say.
What
Just
about
do
you?
it.
Yeah, what about you, Chris? What's your advice?
Just do it. Echo a lot of the same sentiments with Akil. Just like I mean, for me personally, it was like, just do it. Like, overthink it. Like, the chances are that you don't have the skill set to be like the biggest artist that you want to be, or like your
Right.
idols or whatever.
Mhm.
So you just gotta like get your hands dirty and kind of do it without expectation of like getting a huge fan base right away or anything like that. I think I first started in like high school, so that's like over
That's
a decade ago.
That's a hell of a long time,
Yeah,
Chris.
I'm so old, bro. Like, you don't even understand.
This guy's a dinosaur.
Yeah, so old. All right, Bree, cool it. Okay, Bree, okay. Yeah, and then, I think there's a threshold. You can always get better, and there's levels to this shit, but I do think there's a threshold where the general population, like, doesn't really care about the quality past that threshold in terms of, like, production.
Yeah.
You can always get better, and there's like enthusiasts like us that'll be like, oh, really notice the subtleties and really appreciate it. But I'm like constantly surprised at how like some of my friends that I've met out here that release maybe not like not professionally sounding music, but I show it to my other friends,
Yeah.
or they like heard of it through their like related songs on Spotify or something because I'm listening to it or something like that,
Mhm.
and they're like, dude, this guy's like awesome. And I was like, oh, like I know how they recorded it and like how it could have been like done better or whatever,
Yeah.
but like that's a genuine fan that like likes the quote unquote shitty project that you put out. Right. So it's
Right.
like, even if you do something like that, if you stay true to the art and like really try to express yourself genuinely,
Mhm.
that's another thing too. Maybe that's like another tip. Like, don't try to be someone else.
Mhm.
Although it's fun to explore styles. I don't know, bro. Chameleon thing too. The point is like, just do it. Yeah. And like iteration is key, right? Like, you do it and then you'll learn a lot throughout that whole process, and
That's true.
then you do the next direction and then iterate.
Yeah.
Then you fuck up sometimes, you hit some gold, and then you keep
Also,
going.
like another thing that's like really important is like having people around you that are like about it
Agreed.
as well. I feel like
Agreed.
that really helps. It not only like exponentially makes everyone improve, like with having people who are about it as well. It also like gives you safe spaces to experiment and do like bad things, and then like
Totally.
learn what works and what doesn't work. And I think like I know for sure I wouldn't be doing this as well, or maybe even at all, if it weren't for like the people around me. So
I
yeah.
agree. Yeah. No, I mean, I agree with Chris. Like, it totally depends on like the person. But like for me, I also don't think I would be doing music if it wasn't for like the communities that I got into. because I was mostly just doing it as like a little hobby that like, I don't know, there was never really like, for me, like in order to like want to pursue something or like improve on something, I'm the type of person that needs some like positive reinforcement for like a feeling of like purpose, and also like a community that like I can like kind of vibe off of.
Yeah.
Especially if you're like maybe like overly self-critical and you need that kind of support just to kind of jump in and do whatever, or like Akil said, like have that like space to like just try whatever you want.
Yeah.
Which like luckily for us, we were in a university setting, so it was easier to find like clubs or like just people in general that are doing things that are like similar to your interests. But like, I don't know, I would say there's also a lot of people just online in general that are like making music and collaborating like strictly online.
Yup.
So like,
Shout out Jacob.
Right, yeah. Like, so I guess like my general advice would be to find your people.
Yup.
And, you know, maybe that will result in a cool band.
Yeah.
Ow, ow.
Yeah, I agree. But it's also like like I don't think we would have found the people if we didn't take the first step.
True.
Yeah.
So don't take the first step.
Take the,
If you're watching, take the first step.
Take the first step.
Maybe you got to take more than one. You know, walk. It's good for you. Yeah.
Thank you, Chris.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Hello, are you outside?
Jacob, are you B? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be there.
Oh, with his camera too. Check it out. Yo, that's nice.
The three of you have to write something, but I have to make the beat for you first.
Yeah.
Yes.
One more thing I can do like.
Wait,
Boy, that's kind of a cool vibe. Like the more fart.
a little more fart on that one.
Bree, don't make it a joke, Bree. Come on, Bree, this is serious. This is your time.
Grow up.
Grow up.
Bree commits murder, so.
It's just a red light.
It was like a cute little Hyundai Elantra Barbie. It's so funny, bro.
It sounds like a car speeding past you. Like
That's me.
yeah, that's you. Like, you get it in a million?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, man. How much?
100.
No.
What the hell?
Dude, red light cameras suck.
They suck. And I know it's there because it's like right by my house where I see it all the time. And every time it flashes, I'm like, ha. Dang it. It was
But it happens to you, this song plays.
Yeah.
What color is the song to you?
Orange. It's between yellow and red.
I was like blue and a red, but flashing.
Wait, I'm gonna do a gradient from red to yellow.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That was my lived experience.
Oh, this could be kind of like rhythmic, like a aesthetic synth right here.
Slide, slide, slide. You know my brother's gonna slide. I'm pushing the line. Slide, 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 slide.
It's cool. I like it.
I like it.
You like it? You like it?
I like it.
Yeah.
I like that.
I'm not about sure, but I do like it's true. True. I think I get two of those, and I'll do left, right. That sounds good, doesn't it? Oh my god, it's so smooth. Wait, I gotta put like a Formula One car right there.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, then honestly, these 16 bars.
Yeah.
And then that'll be it, and that's the
Hell
song.
yeah. Just like that. Just like that.
Just like that. It's so easy.
So
Making music
easy.
is so easy. We totally haven't been here for 5 hours.
So like the different coyotes, like there's freaky coyotes and stuff like that. What?
Hey y'all, we got dip.
Thanks for coming, guys.
Bye.
Appreciate it. Safe
Thanks
travels
for
home.
letting us stay in your
Bye,
abode.
guys.
Bye.
See ya. Y'all be
See
safe
ya.
getting back.
Yes, we will.
They don't stop you from doing dope shit, you know?
That's true.
Hell yeah. Bye.